everything made in China is such amazing quality. I don't think you can get like a quality from A grade, B grade, all the way to C grade, depending on how much you want to spend on something.
Exactly, because so many people think. 10 years ago, I moved from Egypt to China to chase my PhD. At that time, mastering chopsticks to eat my meal, it literally was my hardest part.
And I moved to China for love. I moved to China. I moved to China 3 years ago with my husband for love. And here I am now. It's been 3 years, and oh my God, there's just a lot for us to discuss about the chaos living in China, the positive and the negative part, of course.
Yeah, actually, I think what is your biggest challenge here in China?
Oh my God, are you sure you want to start with that?
Yeah. Let me know.
Okay, so I think the biggest challenge was, moving to China. I think the language was one of the biggest challenge when I moved to China 3 years ago. I think now it's getting a little bit better where people can speak English, but I'm not fluent in Chinese, so I still find it a bit difficult. But trust me, there's a lot we can go through that. But what about you? What's your biggest challenge when you first moved here?
Actually, for me, I remember 10 years ago when I arrived here to China. I remember I went to the restaurant, and then I saw a hamburger. So I just pointed on the picture to the waiter. I told him I want this one, and he gave it to me. But guess what?
What?
It was a donkey meat.
Oh my God, donkey meat
donkey
and a
meat.
Hamburger? Oh
Yeah,
my
so
goodness.
I really wasn't emotionally ready for that, but yeah, that was my biggest challenge.
Oh my God, like thinking about that, I remember when I moved to China and I went to this international supermarket at a mall and I was looking for salmon. And I remember when I went there, there was literally crocodile meat.
Crocodile.
And crocodile, like the whole body, the face of the crocodile was literally right there staring at me, and I staring back at the crocodile next to my salmon. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That was a big shock for me because I thought, seeing that in an international supermarket was little bit, it was a culture shock for me.
Yeah, because actually in my country too, we even don't have crocodile. We will never eat crocodile. So
Yeah, I think every culture is
Yeah.
very different, but here we are. So
yeah, here we are. So
yes, so welcome to Chopstick and Chaos. I'm Monica.
and I am Hind.
And here we are. Today is our first episode together, and we're really excited to talk about navigating life in China.
And we really hope you're gonna like it, and it will be useful for you somehow, some way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what brought you to China.
Okay, actually, I moved from Egypt to China 10 years ago to chase my PhD here in China in Guangzhou. And at that time, after arriving here, finished my PhD, I think I fell in love with the country.
Yeah.
So that's why I decided to stay more a little bit.
But that's amazing. You came to China 10 years ago to do your PhD in
Yeah.
Chinese. So you read and write Chinese?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
What about you?
Well, I came to China for love. I moved to China in 2023 with my husband. So my husband's business is based in China. So I came here for love, and now I'm a mom in China. I'm pregnant as well with my second child.
Yeah.
So, China has been such an amazing experience for me. I feel like there's the ups and downs wherever we live in this world, but I think it's been such an amazing experience over here, getting to know the culture, being a mom in China, it's just been a lot.
Yeah, I see.
So, I mean, you've been here for 10 years now. What are you currently doing in China?
Actually, I'm currently wearing so many hats. First of all, I work as a full-time researcher, linguistic researcher, and I also do life coaching.
Amazing.
Yeah, I do life coaching, and I'm a single mom. So this is another full-time job for
Yeah.
me. Yeah, for my daughter, she's almost 10 years old, and she born here in China,
Wow.
actually. So she's local more than me.
Well, I think as women, like we do wear many hats, and
Yeah,
one
exactly.
example is you. You've done your PhD, you're a mom, you're working, you're doing coaching. That's really fantastic.
Yeah, and what about you? I know you've been a CEO for your
Yes.
skincare. Yeah,
So a
tell me
little
more
bit
about
about
it.
me. So actually, I'm from Indonesia,
Yeah,
from a city called Jakarta. So I'm born and raised in Jakarta, and then I actually moved to Singapore to do my university, and I was studying in Singapore. Then I got married. I moved to Bangkok with my husband, and here I am in China now. So I am working. I used to, I had a skincare brand called Adina Skin, which was based in Indonesia. We were focusing on, tradition, Ayurvedic, skincare, but
yeah,
unfortunately I had to pause that because right now my
yeah.
focus is on, being a
It's
mom,
a
and,
baby.
I'm not living in
Yeah,
Jakarta. So
yeah,
right now I am based in Guangzhou, where I work for a Singapore company.
yeah.
We focus on product analytics. I take care of my son, and here we are doing our first podcast
Yeah,
together.
actually, yeah. Do you remember when the first time we met?
Yes,
Where?
we met at the gym, right?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
working out. So
Yeah.
yeah. So tell me more about your normal day routine here in China.
Okay, what's my normal day routine? Well, a lot of groceries that involve like ordering groceries from Hippo. I'm sure
Yeah,
you know Hippo.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the
definitely.
most amazing part about China is whatever you order, you literally get it within 20 minutes max at your door. That's why
Yeah,
I love it. Like
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
you want.
yeah.
So I
The
think,
online shopping is
yeah,
very.
the online shopping over here is amazing. It's like whatever you want, you can just get it within like less than 20
Also,
minutes.
Taobao. Have you tried Taobao?
Taobao is like next level. Like, do you shop a lot on Taobao?
Yeah, yeah, I do shopping. Actually, lately every 2 3 days, let's say 2 3 days, when
Yeah,
I go back home, there will be a lot of delivery boxes there,
yeah.
because yeah, it's very cheap,
It is. Oh
and
my god.
actually the quality is very very good.
It is amazing. And oh my god, if you guys don't know what Taobao is, Taobao is an amazing app. So wherever you go in the world or wherever you are, you literally can just click a photo of whatever you want, and immediately Taobao will show you that exact thing in different prices and different quality as well. I think it's fantastic. I mean, that's why we keep shopping on Taobao.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because
yeah.
you definitely you can find everything, anything, everything with different quality, different prices. You can
Yeah.
choose whatever you want. Even you can search by photo. So
Exactly. And I think like everything is made in China, but the perception is like everything made in China is such amazing quality. I don't think
yeah, yeah.
you can get like a quality from A grade, B grade, all the way to C grade, depending on how much you want to spend on something.
Exactly, because so many people think because it's made in China, so it
Yeah.
should be cheap. But
Wow.
actually, yeah, all kind of quality is there, all kind of prices is there. It's depending on what you prefer.
Absolutely. And I think
Yeah,
that's the perception, right? That people have, oh, it's made in China. Oh, it
yeah,
must be like really like it's such bad quality, but they're wrong. Like I think every single thing we're purchasing now from all around the world, like 90% of it is made in China because of the efficiency as well over
yeah.
here.
And actually, there is so many high branded. Their
Yeah,
qualities here in
yeah,
China,
yeah.
Chinese brand, very 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 good. It's amazing
And I
quality.
think what about China that I really like is how efficient and how fast they are. Like
Yeah.
any single thing you want made, oh my god, they're so fast, they're so efficient, and they're hardworking. I've never seen a country where, at least from Indonesia or Singapore or Bangkok, as hardworking as the Chinese.
Actually, for me, when I'm here in China, I feel like I'm living in a movie. Literally,
Yeah,
I'm living in a movie.
yeah,
Everything very, very, very fast. Very fast and sometimes chaotic.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
sometimes chaotic, but yeah, China is very, very, it's a nice place. I
Yeah,
love where I am
I
now.
think let's talk about the chaos that's happening over here. Like, because we are talking about chopstick and chaos. So we have a lot of our chaos stories that's happening in Guangzhou where we live. You know what's totally normal for me over here since I've moved to China is people staring at me. And oh my God, like when I first moved here, like people would stare at me and I would be like, why are they staring at me? Is something like wrong with me? Is there like something that, that I'm not sure about that they're staring at me?
It's all about the culture because they are very curious about you.
Yeah.
Because you are a foreigner for them. So they are very curious to show their curiosity, but somehow with a way that we never used to it before.
Yeah, no, that I agree. They're very curious about like foreigners here, right?
Yeah.
So, but now I'm like so used to it, and I think like what's like a little bit was a surprise for me was like because when I was pregnant for my first child, I used to go to the gym and I used to do squats, and oh my God, like people would literally look at me like they have never
You're crazy.
seen. Yeah, like I'm
crazy.
crazy. But you know what? Now it's become like a staring competition. You look at me, I look at you too. And then they'll feel so awkward because I'm like, you know what? It's part of my normal life here.
Yeah,
so yeah.
No, for me, you know what? This morning actually, we've been running for morning running, and then after that I was doing my stretches, and there's a guy who came and he literally was staring at me and held his phone and he started to record me and he's looking to my eyes and I was just like, what's happening, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Because they are very curious and you know, he literally can, his reaction when he sees you, it will be a little bit odd, but it's normal. It's something that I used to it.
Yeah, and I think it's like, even though they do such a thing, they don't mean it in a bad way. I think like they're just very curious over here, and I feel like the Chinese, they don't mean anything in a bad way, even though they're not too sure whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing, but it's nothing harmful, right? You just have to understand the culture and adapt to it.
Yeah, actually for the culture too, when I arrived here in China before 10 years ago, here in Guangzhou, the people can speak very loudly.
Oh my God, yes.
I never used it before. So before I was thinking, why he's fighting with me? Why they are fighting with me? You know? Because, you know, I don't like loudly voice, but after that, I know, I read a lot about it. And I know it's because before in China, there is a lot of mountains.
Okay.
So they cannot hear each other clearly because of the long distance and this stuff. So they used to speak very loudly. And because they are speak very loudly, so it's somehow something now built in.
Oh wow, I didn't know that about the Chinese. So that's one of the reasons. So it's basically the reason why they talk so loudly comes back from their heritage of centuries ago. But they are very loud. And oh my God, this is where the chaotic part comes in. Like they literally, when I first moved here, they would literally shout. And I used to tell my husband, why are you shouting? Why are they like screaming at each other? But now I understand they are not screaming. It's just the way they are, right? Exactly. They're very expressive in the way they talk and they're just like loud. But they're not stressed. They're just happy people, but just loud.
Exactly.
So,
that's how they express themselves. That's how they can speak.
Yeah. Even my husband has become like that, though. He's also very loud now. When he talks, also he's like, I'm like, calm down, chill. You know, let's talk like softly. You can talk to your staff like really loud. So I get it,
because
but
now he's part of the society.
He is. He's technically part of a Chinese society because he's been here for like over 15 years.
Wow, so so definitely he already used to it, you know, because that's how they communicate with him. It will be the same.
But what about you? Why, like, how do you communicate, especially you work with so many Chinese and, you know, you've been in China for almost 10 years now.
Actually, for me, I cannot shout. No, because for me, it will drain my energy. It will drain my energy. And I don't like shouting. I don't like loud voice. But now for me, no. I'm trying to keep cool. That's who I am. So that's somehow, some ways they used to the way I'm talking to them.
Correct, yeah.
But to be honest, sometimes I can shout a little bit.
Yeah,
Because,
I think
I cannot control. He keeps shouting at me. So, okay,
yeah,
you
I
got
think
this.
I think one word that I have learned as well is man. And correct me if I'm wrong. Man means slowly, slowly, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
So
Yeah.
whenever I'm like going by taxis over here and they're like screaming, and I'd be like man, and then they'll calm down. So
Man
that
Indian, man
yeah, Etienne,
Indian.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
man
you know.
Indian.
So
Slowly.
that's and they will realize it that, oh, she's not a Chinese,
Chinese.
so they will literally like lower their voice, which is something that I really respect because they understand and they don't like purposely do it again.
But what I truly like about them, sometimes I can speak in Chinese with them,
Yeah.
and they look at my face. They see that I'm a foreigner, so no, she's not speaking
Yeah.
Chinese. I cannot understand her. I was just like,
I'm
hey.
sure they must be so surprised. Like,
Yeah, I was like, hey.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
and he starts to use English to reply to my question.
Yeah.
So, okay, you understand what I'm telling you. So, can you please tell me what you want to say or your answer? It's very fun. To be honest.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's a lot. That's just a lot.
Yeah.
And do you know that even in Guangzhou itself, there's like a whole coffee street. I went there last time, and oh my God, the amount of choices of coffee was fantastic.
You know, the funny thing about here in China, when I arrived 10 years ago, coffee, it wasn't that popular just like now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or maybe because at that time I was in Pekin City for 1 year, and the coffee, it wasn't that popular. But here in Guangzhou, people literally can drink coffee, because at that time, when I say just I need to drink some coffee, oh, coffee, why coffee? You have to drink tea.
Yeah, tea is a very
Chinese
big
tea.
culture. Yeah, tea is a very big culture also in China, I know. And I feel like wherever you go, like in restaurants, they always offer you like Chinese tea, and their Chinese tea is great. I really enjoy it. But I think coffee culture has just started to grow, especially with the younger generation.
Yeah, I think, yeah, maybe because at that time it literally all about the tea.
Yeah.
But now there is so many coffee person just like me.
Yeah, I know in China there's like a whole like a coffee street, but there's also like a tea market as well, right? Where you get like varieties of different kind of teas over here.
Yeah, tea is very, very popular here in China. Even, if you want to gift someone with something, it can be very, very expensive.
Yeah.
It will be, let's say, $500.
Yeah, 500.
Yeah,
for a full pack, like
for a pack of tea.
Yeah, like really fancy as well. The packaging as well over here.
Yeah,
So it's just like a gift that you can give people over here, like a really fancy, like a tea box and stuff, right?
Because China has tea.
Yeah. And what I've also noticed in China, like one of the culture over here is wherever you go, they actually serve you like warm water. There's no the culture over here doesn't provide you with like cold water, or wherever you go here to a restaurant and you ask them for water, it's always like warm water or hot water. Why is that?
Actually, here in China, if you feel sick, if you catch cold, anyone will tell you, 多喝热水. It means drink hot water.
Yeah.
You have to drink hot water because they believe cold water, it's not good for your body.
Immunity and your body. Okay.
Yeah, so hot water, it will be better. It will help you to recover better. It will help you to be more healthy. So I literally can tell my friend, I have a bad headache, and then she will tell me, you have to drink hot water.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I catch cold. You have to drink hot water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. You have to drink hot water.
It's like everywhere you go here, they have. I mean, I'm used to it, and I enjoy drinking warm water right now. Especially during winter time. But it's surprising, like wherever you go, and I'd be like, oh, can I have some cold water? It's like they will put like so much ice in the water, and then they'll serve it to you. But there's like no like cold,
there is no cold water culture.
Yeah.
Because they believe cold water is not good for health.
I think maybe that's why the Chinese, they live longer and they're really healthy and they're very, very slim.
Yeah, yeah, maybe this is a secret.
Yeah, maybe. Like even when I gave birth to my first son, in the hospital, they were just serving me a lot of hot water. Everything was just hot hot soup, hot
Hot water
water,
and soup.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
to recovery over here. Everything is to
Yeah.
do with hot water and hot soups. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. So
Yeah, I mean
I
it's I like it, and I'm like, okay, I'm used to it now. So if you come to my house, you'll definitely get hot water, but I have cold water too.
Really? No, for me, I am still stuck with the cold water. I don't like hot water, to be honest.
Yeah,
But I used to it. Okay, I love drink tea.
yeah,
Tea is okay with me.
yeah.
I can drink tea, but hot water, I was just like, why? Why am gonna drink hot water? You know? What I mean?
Yeah.
You know what? Everyone can master using the chopsticks, but the real test is starting, and when you are trying to figure out what everyone truly means and WeChat groups, this is the real test.
And the chaos, that's everything in between it. That's why we're here to survive the chaos that we're facing, but also laugh about it and enjoy it as well.
That's why we are here. We will share some stories will be funny,
Some stories will be too chaotic,
but we will try to do our best to reflect our life here in China.
and of course, make you guys laugh as well.
Thank you for joining the chaos in our first episode. Now I think you know a little bit more about us.
And we're just getting started. So thank you so much for joining our first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time we have lots and lots of more chaotic stories and culture shock to share with you guys. The positive, the negative, and a lot more.
So hit subscribe and follow us to know more about our next episode.
To know more about us navigating life in China, and do follow us on our social media on Instagram.
And actually you can DM us with your wild story here in China.
Yes, that would be so interesting. We would love to hear from you guys. If you have any like wild or crazy stories about China, do DM us and let's talk about it.
And actually you also can send us your question about China, what kind of information you want to know about it.
Yes, and we'll be more than happy to talk about navigating life in China because, we've been here, I've been here for 3 years and
10 years.
yeah, so we have lots to share.
Yeah, and remember, if you don't laugh at the chaos,
The chaos will laugh at you.
it was very, very, very happy to share our experience with you tonight.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us and listening to our first podcast.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.